This episode is brought to you by Honey. Get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/CAGcast. Gentlemen, welcome to CAGcast episode number 567. I'm your host, GPD, here in Long Island, New York. And as always, we're joined by a man who is actually now in hiding for his controversial views on Red Dead Redemption, Wombat.
Hey!
Don't do inside jokes, Wombat. It's not helpful for the audience.
I don't care. It made you laugh, and I bet it made Chipwreck laugh.
It did. I heard him.
Yeah, it was fine.
We're having a little audio connection issues, but it's fine. Don't worry about it.
It was funny to us before, and now you guys are in on the joke too. Now it's an everybody joke.
I think that you're just deflecting because you're worried about your life.
I am. I'm a little nervous. It's okay. It'll pass. I'll start tweeting about politics again, and everyone will forget.
Everybody will be happy.
Yep.
Oh, I'm very excited to talk about Red Dead Redemption later.
I know, but we're not there yet.
We're not. Oh, almost. We should talk about Halloween, though, because that was yesterday.
Sure was. Did you go the trick and/or treating?
We were so on top of the trick-or-treating this year. Like, Mrs. Cheapy took off work.
As did I.
So we all were able to go really early, which was key, like, because everyone clears out all the candy otherwise. It's like pretty
What time
intense.
did you start?
It was before 5. Like
as was us. We probably started 4:30ish.
Yeah, I'd say like 4:45. Ty still had Japanese class after school. We moved it up a little earlier.
How about you just don't go on Halloween?
Because we paid for it already. They don't give you your money back. What do you mean? So you're throwing away money over there, Wombat?
It's not mine. It's yours.
You're throwing away my money, Wombat?
That's different.
So you guys don't have like a hard start time for Halloween there?
No, it's not. It's not. It's a little more loosey-goosey.
What do you mean hard start time? What do you mean? There's like a bell that rings in your town?
Yeah, exactly.
It's 6. Yeah, it starts at 6 p.m. here.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's late.
Yeah, it goes from 6 to 8.
Wow, that's late.
What I don't understand is that why do you need to have a time like so rigid?
Do they like have sirens that go off like the Purge?
That's
it's
how it's
weird.
always been.
But what? You can't just go when you. What if I like wanted to go at 9 o'clock
At night?
I can't. Yeah, at
no,
night.
that would be weird.
Nobody's going to give you candy because they're all going to know it's over.
Yeah, and everyone will be asleep.
Right.
I mean, what about like 8:30? How about 8:30?
Do you understand? Like the stores closed, all the houses closed at 8 o'clock.
I don't understand. I do not understand.
What if I went at like 5:30 though?
No,
is that too early?
That's too early. Be like... you want to go at 6 o'clock. That's when it starts.
Do you? Okay, I have a very important question.
Yes, if it's a time between 6 and 8 o'clock, I have an answer for you.
No. That's not the question.
Okay, so if a gremlin.
Whoa, hold on. Let me answer my question. It's important. Okay. Is this documented somewhere? Do you have this written down?
Sure. They put out
in the newspaper
in our newspapers and stuff. Yeah,
it does. It says It says trick or treating 6 to 8 p.m.
Yeah, and it's in each different little like town has their different hours and days that they do it. Like not everybody does it on Halloween.
What?
That's weird. No, we're like strict. For my town, I would say it's probably like 4 to 6:30. And after 6:30, it's pretty much done.
What? Nobody even came to take my copies of Destiny until 6:30.
We were done. Like, yeah, our I'll tell you what though, I went trick-or-treating with my son. My daughter went with her friend straight from school. So I didn't even see Sabrina until maybe 9 o'clock last night. So Elliot and I go to Elliot's friend's house. We met up with some of his friends, and there were 7 children plus like 4 parents. And we start walking, and then the kids see more friends of theirs. So that group of 7 is now approximately 15. So now it's 15 kids and like, I don't know, 10 parents. And then they saw more friends of theirs from school, and the group of 15 literally jumped to about maybe over 30 children and about 25 parents walking in this giant swarm down the streets. There were people they would go outside with the buckets of candy and they would just hold them out, and they couldn't move because there were so many children coming at once. It was the weirdest thing.
Not as weird as having Halloween from 6 to 8 p.m.
Not as weird as 6 to 8 p.m.
That's the weirdest thing I've ever heard.
Ours was 4 to 6:30, but it was 30 children walking in like this.
No, I get
like
it.
Birds. Yeah. No one even knew what anyone was dressed up as because they were all just one big hive costume.
Nobody knew what we were dressed up as. Any of us.
Oh, I have a good ghost story, though.
Okay.
You ready? This will freak you out. It'll freak you out, I promise.
I'm ready.
Okay. So last Friday, if you recall, I took the day off.
As it seems like you do a lot lately.
Well, I worked from home yesterday. It wasn't a day off. I was working. But Friday was an off day, like a real I'm not going to work day because Red Dead Redemption came out and I wanted to play it.
Right. Okay.
So I took the day off for that. And I was home alone. And it was fairly, it was still morning, let's say like 8:39 in the morning. And I was about to get into the shower. And as I'm walking into the shower, I realized I left my towel in the bedroom. And I said out loud, because I'm the only person in the house, "Oh, I forgot my towel." And as I said that out loud, my linen closet door opened on its own.
Did the towel come out and dry you off?
It didn't come out and dry me off, but it kind of freaked me out a little bit.
Yeah, my doors are misaligned too.
So that's what you're chalking it up to? You're just saying random door opening, not that I asked for something out loud.
Yeah.
And then that door
My
opened?
doors don't. Sometimes they lock. I can't even lock my door now. There's like 3 months out of the year where I can lock my bedroom door, and it ended like 2 weeks ago.
So now you got to put like something underneath it, like a wedge, to make sure the boy doesn't get in.
No, he's not coming in.
He doesn't care. He's not coming to you.
Exactly. He's not.
Yep. No.
He's not waking up in the middle of the night.
Nope.
So we all dressed up as characters from My Hero Academia. Nobody knew who we were. Somebody was really excited and took a picture of us, but I think they just appreciated that we had weird costumes on, including Mrs. Chibi, who dressed as Gravity Girl.
I don't know what that is.
She's from My Hero Academia.
I understand that, but it doesn't mean I know what that is.
Yeah, it was fun. We did the trick-or-treating, but we
got a lot of candy.
Yeah. I am Nick Pedro writes in and asks what we do with the kids' candy. Do we let them eat it? Do we throw it out when they're not looking, or eat most of it by yourself and shamefully cry into a pillow?
We try to put their candy in a big bucket, and then we put the bucket where they can't get to it. We do the day after Halloween. They're allowed to pick out one piece of candy and have it for breakfast tradition.
Wow, I don't know that.
You've never done that?
I don't think so.
Really? Oh yeah, it's fun.
We only do that between the time of 9 o'clock and 9:05 a.m.
Yeah, they each pick one out.
Yeah, I think we just slowly throw out the candy over time. After I pick out all the good stuff.
Yeah. What is the good stuff?
Reese's peanut butter related products.
All right.
Pretty much.
Peanut M&M related products?
I just ate Ty's peanut M&Ms right before the show. It was a horrible decision because they're so dry and scratchy.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like not what you want to do before you're recording.
I did the same thing with the little mini Twix. Mini Twix.
Mini Twixes are pretty good.
They are. It's hard to go wrong.
I'm trying to think if we had any like Halloween stories. Oh yeah, so we gave out. I had the 3 copies of Destiny in the big bowl with all the candy.
Mm-hmm.
We went trick-or-treating, so we weren't really around for most of the candy and the Destinies, but I did catch it on the Ring doorbell, and it was very weird, actually. Somebody pulled their car and must have seen that there was a bowl of candy in front, but you couldn't see what was in the bowl because it's too far. It's no way. The lighting's not that good. You could just tell that there was some candy out there, and he parked the car, comes to the driveway. He's got his hat pulled down over his eyes so you can't really see who it is. And he took all 3 copies of Destiny.
So
all
a
to
guy in a
himself.
car came and took the key?
Yeah, he didn't pull into the driveway. He was like on the street. But he was
That's
like he was a
weird,
teenage.
though.
He was like a college kid, looked like. Or
Still. I bet it was someone who saw your Twitter post.
I mean, I looked up the trade-in values on GameStop. You want to guess what a copy of Destiny 2 goes for?
25 cents.
No, 60 cents.
No, sorry.
So, I mean,
You said it like, no, idiot. 60 cents.
It's a big percentage-wise. That's a big
25
difference.
cents.
exactly. It's
Yeah.
night and day. In Red Dead Redemption, that's all, that's some quality horse tonic or the difference between quality stuff and the garbage stuff. Yeah, that was weird. That one guy, like, well, come on, dude. Like, really?
I wonder
saw
if
your
he saw
post.
it on your Twitter feed.
That's what I'm saying.
But why would you even go out of your way to get it if they're fucking worthless?
Maybe he wanted it just so he could say he got GBD's Destinies.
I doubt it. I mean, that would be. I don't know what I wanted. I don't care either way, because if I didn't want people to take, if I wasn't comfortable with somebody just taking all 3 Destinies by themselves, I wouldn't have left them out there unattended. I realized that was a possibility, and I was fine with that. It was a little weird that it was just a guy not trick-or-treating who got out of his car and had his hat down over his face. Maybe that was his costume. Maybe he was Mushmouth. I don't know. But anyway, all the candy was eaten and all the games were taken except for the Whoppers. They left a lot of Whoppers behind.
I think a lot of Whoppers are left behind on Halloween.
I like Whoppers.
They're
Well, now you have a whole bunch.
great.
Put them in the
Perfect.
freezer.
I have too many. I would throw them out.
Whoppers are fine, but like when they're in a bowl with other candy,
Yeah, they were.
yeah, they're just gonna kind of all coagulate to the bottom there.
Until 9 o'clock, and then they were all Whoppers. Show feedback?
Sure. At Bickle had to say that last week's show was one of the funniest CAGcasts ever. He was laughing constantly at work. It's always funny when we give each other a hard
Wait,
time.
why are you reading it in a different? He didn't. He wrote. That's not what he wrote. And it's not at Bickle. You added an at.
Oh, I'm so used to that. Because you say it all the time.
Well, when it's appropriate, I say it. When it's
What
on
did I say that was different?
You said at Bickle, and it's just Bickle. I don't think it's even from Twitter, right? It's from the website. And then you changed the wording of his comments from a different perspective.
I made sure that I acknowledged that he was talking about last week's episode.
I'm not busting your. I mean, I am busting your balls.
Yes,
but
you are busting my.
I'm not like mad or anything. I just thought that was interesting.
I was putting it in context.
Oh, I know what you were doing. I mean, just
I
like
was trying to help our listeners understand what the person was
these
talking
guys,
about.
I think they know what's going on. No?
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm glad that you like the show, Bickle.
And I'm glad that you are giving me a hard time.
That's why I'm sure the big part of the laughter came from us giving you a hard time.
Yes. So at Gorgo has to say, OMG. OMG, this was a great CAGcast. I, too, was a tall, skinny guy in high school who couldn't run for shit and had to keep running that damn mile over and over.
Yeah.
No one realized that I had untreated asthma. Not the coach, my parents, or me. Gasping like I was dying wasn't enough warning sign in the 80s. Good times when I found that out years later. I ran a 5K last year, so fuck off, high school coach. Thanks for the memories and laughs.
I should return. I was actually thinking about this before I read this guy's inspiring post, Gorgo. But I was thinking that after
Gorgo.
Stop. After like a few more months of training at Orange Theory, I could return to my high school track and conquer the mile. I think that would be a big accomplishment in my life. Just the exclamation point. You know what I'm saying,
Yep.
Wombat?
Yep.
See, and I asked my friend, I had lunch with my friend the other day, and I asked him, I was like, hey, when you were in high school, didn't you have to run the mile and just have to keep doing it over and over again? And he said that he didn't. He said like it was basically one and
Sounds
done.
like this was a JFK thing.
I think maybe there was different programs that different high schools were a part of, like different fitness programs, which
I guess so.
and they had different goals, and I was in the fucking pain in the ass.
Different
one.
standards of
God, it was torture. It was torture. All right. Some watch this bitches. I saw a really good movie that you guys aren't gonna watch it. You guys being Shipwreck and Wombat. So I'm giving up on you guys. But for the rest of the audience, Sorry to Bother You is
I really want to see that movie.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
I mean, the less you know about it.
I took that off of my recommended items on Amazon just today.
You did, see?
It showed up on my list. I'm like, what is this?
Sorry to Bother You. It showed up.
Right.
I don't want to really. It's a dark comedy. It's really well done and really unique. And the less you know about it, the better. It just came out for rental, so that's how it got our attention. But I remember it got really good reviews, and I wanted to see it when it was in the theater, and we just couldn't get to it. But it's basically, and won't spoil anything. It's about a young African American man who gets a job in telemarketing, and he's trying to rise up the corporate ladder, and also maintain some moral compass as well. It's just really unique, and it's just really unique, and you haven't seen anything like it. And yeah, just watch it. Sorry to Bother You. I think people will watch it just on my recommendation alone, and the fact that I'm conscious enough to know that it's not for Shipwreck, maybe for Wombat.
I watched the dark comedy. It was called Goosebumps.
Goosebumps is a good movie.
It's not bad. The
first one.
Yeah, the first one. We were like, the second one's out in the theaters. We'll watch the first one, and if Emmeline likes it, maybe we'll go see the second one. And then we saw like immediately after we watched Goosebumps, which she loves that.
My son loves that movie. My daughter was scared of it.
Yeah, Emmeline was not scared at all. So she thought it was. I don't know. She laughed at all the monsters and everything. So. But then we immediately pulled up the trailer for Goosebumps 2 afterwards, and it was super confusing because it's all new characters, no Jack Black to be found. It doesn't at the end of Goosebumps, it leaves a little bit of
spoilers.
Yeah, it leaves with here could be a sequel type thing. Right. But it's not. This isn't that sequel, so.
It's weird.
Yeah, I get it. You're going to make more cash doing it that way, I'm sure.
I guess.
But for the art of it, the pure art of Goosebumps,
yes,
that's a real letdown. So
yeah, I'm shocked that they sold out to the corporate overlords.
Right. It's a shame.
They didn't want to pay Jack Black what he's worth, I'm sure, and he was.
I thought R.L. Stein was better than that.
Right.
He's from Ohio. He knows about the 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock Halloween times.
That is crazy.
So weird.
I just never even heard of that. I never even considered that being a thing. I understand if you're live in an apartment building in a city, and okay, guys, we're gonna do trick or treating. But even when I live in an apartment building, there were no times. It was just
I think some of it is. I think some of it is so people know when to expect kids out in the streets.
But you expect them after school till dark, and even when it's dark, that's when you expect them.
That always was the norm for me as well. It's after school until dark. When it's dark out, trick or treating is done.
8 o'clock.
Yeah.
It was plenty dark out at 8 o'clock.
I understand that, but it's dark by 7 o'clock.
Right.
We had somebody come to our door at 8:45 last night.
They
were a new neighbor.
Go away.
Right.
No, I gave them some Whoppers.
Congratulations. It's this one guy who really liked Whoppers, and he knew the perfect time to come. I'm going to wait until 9:45 to go trick-or-treating tonight.
No,
that's what we call the Whopper hour.
8:45.
I'm sure there's plenty of Whoppers at 9:45 too.
You're making me hungry for Whoppers. Stop saying Whoppers. Yeah. Wombat, did you give up on Daredevil season 3?
I just haven't had a chance to go back to it. I don't know if I've given up as much as I have.
Let me tell you something. Mrs. Cheapy and I have discovered something.
What?
So far, watching this season, you can pretty much fast forward whenever you feel like fast forwarding, because you know who you want to see, right? You want to see Kingpin, you want to see Daredevil for the most part, even though he's a whiny little bitch for most of it. You want to see Bullseye, You know who you want to see. You don't want to see the girl and Foggy like sitting in somewhere having a conversation, or Foggy and his family. Just fast forward that shit. And maybe if you're like really curious, you just watch the last 3 seconds of that scene until they cut over to something else. Because there's
and you get the exposition. It's like, I think he's still alive.
You know what they're talking about. You
Yeah.
can watch through the fast forward. Okay, they're talking about their feelings and whatever. Who cares?
Yeah, and I don't care. You're right, because I literally do not care about Karen Page's feelings.
So you can, and so you can fast forward. It's fine, and then you see like, oh, here comes Kingpin. Let's stop and let's watch Kingpin, and it's great. It's very good. No, it's good. It's worth it. It's worth it so far.
I just don't care what Karen Page thinks.
Only sugar, right?
Okay.
So, and also, we'll talk about that later. Actually, don't forget to remember to talk about some other voice work later.
Okay, then.
Just do that. Just trust me. You can fast forward. I think it probably applies to any of these Marvel Netflix shows. When the two characters, you don't really care about what they have to say to each other, no reason to sit and watch it. You have the power. Fast forward right through that shit. It's fine. And
did you see they announced a whole bunch of Marvel streaming app shows?
No.
There's going to be a Falcon Winter Soldier miniseries.
Okay.
It's only going to be like 6 episodes, but it's going to star Falcon and Winter Soldier. There's supposed to be a Scarlet Witch one, and a third one that I can't think of off the top of my head because I'm not that.
Are they the guys from the movie?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, they're going to probably make a lot of money from this app.
They're all going to be Kevin Feige produced, and they're all going to fit into the MCU. And they're not going to be 13 episodes. They're going to be like 5 to 8 episodes.
Yeah, that's better. Smarter. Then you won't have to fast forward.
Exactly. I want to see Bucky fuck some shit up.
Right. Wait, who watched Castlevania season 2?
I did.
What?
Is that okay?
I didn't even know you watched season 1.
I did, yeah.
I had no idea.
We talked about
Even
it
though you
on
probably
this
mentioned
very
it on
show.
the show.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I heard it's good. I heard it's really good.
It is good. I watched only the first 2 episodes, but I like them. So there you go.
Yeah.
Catch it. It's more of if you like the first season, you like the second one. If it's got it's Warren Ellis. So it's
No, I
good
can't
stuff.
wait. I can wait, and I'm gonna wait because with this whole fast forwarding Daredevil thing, I've tricked Mrs. Cheapy into letting us watch Daredevil together. So I'm gonna ride that out until
You should watch Sabrina the Teenage Witch with her.
With-
The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina the Teenage
I
Witch.
don't even know what that is. That's
It's
for
based-
adults.
Yeah, it's technically it's TV-14, but it's it's like the horror version of Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
I'm not gonna watch that.
It's not a sitcom anymore.
It's not your mom's sitcom.
It's not your mom Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Now it's like dark and bloody, and
She wear hot outfits.
she wears hot outfits and she strips down a lot. And
Isn't she like
has to-
15?
She in the show she's 15, but the actress that plays her is 20. So
Oh, I didn't know that before I made those
That's
comments.
still okay.
Oh yeah. She takes off her clothes probably more than she should. And there's blood and there's Satan. There's lots of Satan
Oh wow, I'm out.
and
I can't support that.
scary mine shafts and dudes making out with each other. Lots
Oh.
of dudes making out with each other.
Wow, no wonder why.
How old are they?
Show.
They range in age from 16 to 175.
What are you watching, Wombat?
I know.
Sabrina, the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina
Why?
the
You
Teenage
watching
Witch?
it with your daughter?
No, I'm watching it with my wife
Why?
because she likes it.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
It's a show we're watching together.
Okay, enjoy that.
Yeah, we do. We like it. It's our
Okay.
kind of show.
All right. I
Got
don't
a
think-
problem with that?
Not for me. As long as it's working out for you, I'm happy.
Yeah. It's not like I'm sitting alone in my living room watching that. That would probably be weird.
Pantsless.
Yeah. Well, I watch everything pantsless, so that really is kind of
Right.
that's kind of null.
Right. All right. Is that it for Watch This, bitches? Have we watched everything? I think we have.
Yes.
I think we did.
There's been some shopping news. The Black Friday ads are coming out,
It's happening.
and it's all happening. Check out this handy spreadsheet that I'm linking you to.
I'm
Chip.
I'm on that spreadsheet right now.
I think you're going to really enjoy this spreadsheet. It was made by, let me give the guy a shout out here because it's really going to be, it's just getting started, but it's going to be quite good. It's from that one guy who on CAG.
Okay.
So the Target ads are out, and I know you're going to be really shocked, but you were right. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is on sale on Black Friday.
$35 isn't bad.
What about Starlink for 40?
That's not bad either.
Where did that go? What did that start at?
75.
I mean, we said from the very beginning that nobody's going to buy this, right?
I have a feeling like you could wait on Starlink even more. You could probably get it for like 30, maybe
yeah, it's
$10.
not going anywhere worse. And it's supposed to be okay, right? Like
I'm sure it is.
I thought it was kind of fun when I played it at E3. Like the graphics weren't great on the Switch
I'm sure it's a
version,
fine game. I just doesn't need. I don't need any more toys.
I had to laugh when I was at Target one day this week, and like in front of like where the Starlink is located, the aisle, there was just like one of those cart like where they put like returns and stuff, like just like a messy cart was just like pulled over right in front of Starlink.
Right, let's put it here.
Right,
Don't
like,
block any traffic.
There's not any traffic through here. Let's put it right here.
Right.
It's going to be out of everybody's way.
Oh, yeah. It's just not a good time. It's a weird call to make a Toys to Life game at that moment. And I get like the Switch version. I could see people buying that.
I was going to say, like, that's the only version you can really buy for that makes sense, right?
But even that,
why?
I feel like
just
it's
because
a
it has
reach.
Star Fox.
Yeah.
It's Star Fox.
Yeah, but it's the.
I mean,
but it looks rough on Switch.
It looks like a different game on the Switch.
Yeah.
Oh, so I guess you're kind of like 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other.
Right.
I guess?
It's weird to launch a new IP for this Toys to Life stuff at this point.
Right.
Like spaceships that nobody knows.
I mean, if the really high AAA license stuff was bombing out, I don't know what they were thinking. Maybe they got a really good deal on spaceship molds and production. They knew a guy.
A possibility, yeah.
Some guy's uncle. It's
Maybe
like,
the
hey.
spaceships were part of something else, and they bought it from a toy company that went out of business, and they just slapped some chips on the bottom of it. It was like Toys to Life.
Right. So what are the highlights here from the Target ad? You got the
None.
Destiny Forsaken Legendary Collection is $30.
That's good.
That seems pretty good. Although they dropped that to it's 60 now, right? I guess that.
Yeah. I mean, you got
been on sale.
Forza Horizon 4 for $35. That's good.
Mm-hmm. Far Cry 5 is $25. Where are we on Black Ops 4? $45. That's not that exciting. We're in GCU territory there.
NBA Live 19, $15.
Wait, what? Oh, NBA Live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$15. Oh boy. Why are they the financials must still make sense for that game, but it's just surprising to me that it does.
Yeah. Some of the hardware deals, let's see. Everyone's going to have a $200 PS4 Slim Spider-Man bundle. And
I think that'll sell okay.
Yeah, I think that's good. That's a pretty good present.
That's going to make some kids happy.
Yep. And that's what I mean. So like, okay. So you got that $200, right? PS4, 1 terabyte Slim with Spider-Man, like one of the best games of the year. $200. That Intellivision thing is coming out in 2 years at like $170 or something with $10 mobile games. It's just like there's a pricing mismatch there.
That Spider-Man game just hits so many audiences though too.
Yeah,
because most of these bundles are usually like with some M-rated shooter. Like that's what
or
most
Call of
or
Duty,
it's Minecraft or Call of Duty or Battlefield. I guess there were some Star Wars ones in there as well, but this seems to just be this thing's going to be sell like crazy this holiday season.
Yeah, that's
this Target ad is not great though.
No, I'm not totally impressed.
I'm guessing there's probably a lot more games that will be on sale at Target. Like this is just
this was leaked from Target,
right? They put this out in their ad.
Leaked.
Yeah.
This is the first year that I'm not going away for Thanksgiving in 3 years, so maybe I'll go and hit one of these
stores. That's why you wouldn't do that to yourself.
Maybe. I doubt it, but it could happen.
You might need that $15 Overwatch.
That's the cheapest I've ever seen it.
Yeah, I think that's a true comment. You've been on the lookout for it too.
I have an alert to let me know when it gets under 12.
Okay. Is that it for the Target ad?
I think
That's
so.
it for the Target ad.
New releases?
How about another ad?
Oh, yeah, let's
Sure.
do another ad.
Let's do. Everybody likes ads. How about this is actually an ad that has helped us out in real life several times.
I bet it could help out on Black Friday.
It could, and we're talking about honey. Now, nobody wants to feel like they're overpaying while shopping online, but did you know there's an easy way to always get the lowest price? It's called honey, and everyone deserves to know about it, and we're going to tell you about it. Now, Wombat has used it many times to great success. What was the one? Oh, it was the TV deal at
There was the TV deal at Best Buy, which was a really good one. I got 20% off of that really cool DC book at Barnes & Noble using honey. I saved 30% on Nutrisystem using honey. I saved $50 on sunglasses for my wife using honey. I got a $40 gift card to Amazon for using honey so much.
Explain how it works, so for people who don't know.
So when you use it, not only do you get it's an app that goes in your toolbar on your computer. And when you go to a site that has coupons, Honey literally cycles through every available coupon for that site automatically for you. So when you go to check out, the coupon's automatically added in and you know you're getting the best price. It's really cool. And it totally works because, like I said, I use it more than probably anyone else I know.
Now, when Wombat says it goes in your toolbar, he means it's a browser extension.
Yes, a browser extension.
Just in case.
And thank you. Thank you.
You want to know what it actually was.
So
Sorry, go ahead. No. I mean, it helped me out. Actually, I used it when I bought the that DC Anatomy of the Meta Human or whatever it was called. What is that called?
Same book I got, Anatomy of a Meta.
Oh, that was what it was called. Yeah. On Barnes and Noble, I saved like 20% or something like that. So yeah, there's no reason not to add honey to your browser today. It's free to use and installs in just 2 clicks. Get honey for free at joinhoney.com/CAGcast. That's 2 words, joinhoney.com/CAGcast. Honey, the easiest way to save money while shopping online. Yeah, it's good.
I got your money, honey.
We are very lucky, actually, that we have sponsors that we actually really enjoy the products and get value out of them and use them.
Yep, I used at least 2 of our sponsors today.
See? See? Yeah.
I'll let you all figure out which 2 it is.
Mac Weldon and
Yes.
Mac Weldon and honey.
Aries.
And Harry's. Nice. Yeah. All right, let's move on to new releases.
Sure.
So I guess that My Hero One Justice game came out.
Yeah, we
I don't
talked
know
about
what
it
that
last week.
I know.
Oh, that's your My Hero
Did you
Academia
play any
game?
more of that? How's that going?
Yeah, I've played against Ty. He's played a lot more than I have. He's finished both story arcs, the villains and the heroes. He loves the game. He's like super into it. They did a good job of capturing the TV show in a fighting game. So yeah. See, I couldn't. This is the new release list that I got, but it's not. It's like a lot of carryover from last week.
It's a combo list. I don't think Castlevania Requiem was on here last week, was it?
It was not.
Okay. Did anybody pick that up?
No, I did not.
So what is? Talk to me. I don't even know what this is.
So
Is this
Castlevania
like a remaster?
Requiem is Symphony of the Night and Rondo of Blood.
Okay.
And I think, is this the... I always forget. Rondo of Blood, is this the first time that this one's over here?
I'm not familiar with that one, so it could be.
So it's the old Castlevania 2D style of games.
Yeah, but what do they do to it? Well, I mean, is this like updated somehow? Like why would I pay
I don't think
$17 for this? I have this already on my Xbox. It's backwards compatible. Symphony of the Night, anyway. I fire that up once in a while.
Because
Because they said so. I have to buy it.
Because they want.
Shipwreck's not doing a good job of selling me on this.
I think it's just the games. And yeah, that's right. Rondo of Blood, I'm remembering now. It was rebranded here as Dracula X, kind of.
Okay.
And so it's kind of been out here, and I guess I think this is the first time like the actual just full on Rondo of Blood is out. So, or it might just be really rare on Saturn or something. I don't remember. I know Rondo of Blood is the interesting thing in this package because everybody has Symphony of the Night a billion times now.
Right.
Yeah. And we officially spent too much time talking about it. What's next?
Let's see. There is Kingdom Hearts, the story so far. Now, in a similar manner, I thought this thing had already kind of been released on PS4 already.
It doesn't have like some random string of numbers and letters in the title.
I know. I think that's the difference.
So confusing. Huh. I don't know what it is.
I don't know what that is either.
I think it's the story so far.
It's 9 epic adventures together on the PS4.
That seems pretty good.
Yeah,
it's all the games?
I don't know what that means. I don't know.
Who could say?
Somebody could say if they looked it up. I'm not gonna. I think I know the story so far.
This seems like something I could buy. I think Emmeline would enjoy this. So it includes the following games. Are you ready for this?
Sure.
Okay. It includes both Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 plus 2.5 remix.
That's one game.
Well,
by the way,
that's one game, but that includes Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts RE Chain of Memories, Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days HD remastered cinematics, Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts RE Coded HD remastered cinematics. And then you also get Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue, which includes Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance HD.
Final Chapter Prologue?
Yes. Because that includes the Dream Drop
Prologue. Okay, so there's
HD.
Okay.
And then you get Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep, a fragmentary passage.
Just stop talking.
And then the last thing you get is the Kingdom Hearts X, but it appears the X is kind of subscript.
Might cry.
It's subscript. So it's Kingdom Hearts Subscript X back cover movie.
I'm broken now. I'm officially just broken.
$40.
So I think if you play all that, you'll be all caught up. $40. I mean, that's just value there. You're not going to get that many words and titles for cheaper than $40 anywhere.
Right. That sounds like a great deal.
Mm-hmm. So I might pick that up.
Have fun with Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, well, King Mickey, you mean?
Whatever. Mickey Mouse.
All right. Should we? Anything else here? Do you want to play Switch Game or not?
Yeah, let's do Switch Game or not.
Oh, let's play Switch Game or not. Okay.
Oh, there is one Switch game I'm interested in on here, though. We'll talk about that first. Johnny Turbo's Arcade's Heavy Burger. Have you looked at this at all? This is Johnny Turbo Arcade's first original game.
Oh,
but it's using all Data East games.
What?
So it stars Peter Pepper. But there's like four. Like it's a 4-player game. It looks.
My god! I want this.
Right.
I'm looking at the picture.
Yeah, it's like a it looks like an overhead kind of twin stick shooter.
Yeah, local multiplayer
with
Heavy Barrel.
Yeah, it's the logo looks like Heavy Barrel and Burger Time put together.
Yes. Bad dudes. Nice.
Time for you to get your Switch out, Cheapy.
Oh, it's only on the Switch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I believe so.
Don't they like money?
Why don't you ask Johnny Turbo? He's a nice guy. He likes us.
Oh, I'll look him up. Okay, you ready to play?
I guarantee you he's following you on Twitter.
All right, Switch Game or not?
Okay. I'm going to say... Let's see. Wait.
Yeah, we separate. It's going to be hard. There's a lot of games. There's a lot of releases this week, as usual. There's just a ton of releases.
I really
There's four.
Super hyperactive ninja.
No.
What about Suicide Guy Sleeping Deeply? That's a good one.
Storm in a teacup?
Nope, that's a real game.
I don't know.
There's four.
Car Quest?
Actually, I forgot. Is that a real one? I don't know. That's not.
Okay.
I'll look it up. Hold on. I'll get confirmation. Car Quest. Yeah, that's a real game.
Okay.
I did this a little while ago, so I
That's all right. That sounded like it was either a game or an app to buy
Oh
cars.
my God. When you look at the game, you'll even still wonder if it's a real game or not. They want $10 for this?
911
Nope,
operator?
that's definitely a game.
Oh.
They asked me if I wanted a code for that, and that just seems
And you
super
said,
depressing. Yes, exactly. Like I'm like, okay, that's an interesting idea. I do not want to play as a 911 operator. That sounds awful.
I don't even like watching like when they show the clips on the news. It's like
I feel like I'm just going through it like Adventures of Captain Sloopy.
There you go.
Okay, there's
ding,
one,
ding, ding,
okay.
ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
What
But it's
about
not $14.99.
Limbo? How low can you go?
Bing, 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 bing.
You know, it's funny. I just saw Limbo.
I
I'm
didn't
like,
know
oh,
if that
Limbo.
was a remastered version
Yeah.
of it or something.
I didn't even
how
read the
low
rest
is-
of it.
The Limbo game had nothing to do with the Limbo
I understand.
party
that.
game.
Right.
Okay, so you got 2 out of 4.
Okay.
Pass part out. The starving artist.
No.
Orphan of the Staff?
Bing, 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 bing.
That's a pretty good name.
That one came up in a band generator, like band name generator. I was like, wow, that's usually I change them. I just take a like one word or so, but that just came out perfectly.
So
What's
we
the
got
last-
one left.
Oh yeah, I don't even know what it is. Hold on, I gotta find. Okay, I got it.
You got it.
Yeah, I got it.
Is it Dracula's Legacy?
Uh,
Deployment.
Pinstripe?
Terrible names.
uh,
Knock knock.
uh,
Wow.
Hidden folks. Oh God!
Hidden folks.
How is that a real
it's
game?
$15.
And that's expensive.
It's fun to go to the Nintendo website and just look up these games, like because they're hidden folks. There it is. Boom.
yeah,
all
look
come
at
up.
that. Okay.
Eternum X?
Pianista. Oh, puzzle wall. Sports party. Super. Oh, I already said super hyperactive ninja.
Wow,
Oh,
this
I'm
is a
such a-
tough one.
I had a really good one. It came out so good. I'm really proud of myself.
It's let's see.
Is it Yomawari, the Long Night Collection?
Chicken Range?
No.
Fairy Tale Puzzles, Magic Objects?
That chicken range game is $25, by the way.
I see that. It's a Luke and Rebecca?
That's a game.
I didn't think so, but I figured why not.
This one I came up, I didn't even use the band name generator.
Wow.
7 billion humans?
I
Wow.
just, I had a concept and I went with it. You give up? I mean,
I feel like we've almost
I
named
feel like we
everything on
said
this list.
everything.
I think you missed at least one.
It sounds like we missed at least one. But
Deathmark?
That sounds real.
I know it does.
Skyscrapers?
There's a lot of games that came out.
I'm
There's
sure
still many games you haven't
they're
mentioned.
doing
Aqua
fantastic.
TV?
Uh,
Black and White Bushido? I know that's a real game. I'm like, I'm
Save me, Mr.
don't know.
Taco. I'm not gonna do the rest of that one. Tatsuki Taco-san.
no.
Nope, that's a game, huh?
No. Yeah.
Word Puzzles by Paugi?
That's
God.
good, though. I feel like I could throw on word puzzles in some weird name every week and score some good points.
Did we say Gal Metal?
That's a real game. That's the Tak Fuji game.
Yeah, that's
I
a
don't
real
know.
one.
I'm just trying. I feel like we said everything.
You're
That's
close.
why
You're
I'm
close. You're in the right area though, Wombat, on the list.
Forever
You're warm.
Dominoes?
Forever Dominoes?
Yes.
Forever Dominoes.
Forever Dominoes. Great name, right?
Oh, because you spelled it like the pizza place.
I was thinking about the pizza when I did it too.
Okay.
That's funny.
That's so funny.
We're all terrible.
Good job, everybody. All right, should we talk about Red Dead now?
Sure.
Since that's basically a new release.
Sure.
So I'll just say I really like it a lot. It's got faults for sure, but
I also really like it a lot.
okay. I'm definitely sucked into the whole world and the aesthetic, and
there's a
I
lot
wanna
more
play it all
good
the
than there
time.
is bad in this game. It's not perfect.
Right.
It's far
have-
from perfect, but
I have fun just exploring the world and looking at it and interacting, even though like the way you interact with it is, I don't know, it's been done before in other games, but it's never quite looked so photorealistic.
yeah.
But that being said, I could totally understand somebody telling me that they hate the game and they have no interest in playing it. And I would say, yeah, I could see that.
Hi.
Shipwreck? Is that
Hi.
you? Hi. Hello.
So do you hate it, like really hate it, or is it just kind of like a mild dislike?
It's so I have not gotten to the open world part yet.
Oh, so you
Wow.
barely even played it.
I played like an
Yeah,
hour or so of this game.
Let's table this conversation.
It
until
sucks.
Next week.
It's a
gotta
game
get to
doesn't
the
suck.
open
It's just
world.
not. I should not have bought this game. This is not. It's so slow. It's so the mechanics are not.
Did you use your
fun.
code to download all the extra stuff if you're not going to make it past the first hour?
I don't know if I did that either. I don't want to.
I'll take your code.
I didn't even use my code. What do I get with that?
Oh, you haven't used. Well, you just got the standard edition though, didn't you?
Oh, I don't get anything. Fuck. No,
No,
don't I
you
get a
get
horse or
yeah,
something?
you get like a
yeah,
horse.
you get a special horse.
Fuck, I didn't get that.
You have to go to the stable and get your
No,
horse.
I like my horse though. I don't want to.
You're gonna like the war horse better. The war
I
horse
am?
is a big mamma jamma.
No, but I got a big mamma jamma.
Well, maybe you have maybe you have it and don't realize it.
Hmm.
Did you do the quest where you have to go to the stable
Yeah, of course. I'm in chapter.
Yeah.
I'm in chapter.
and they
2
give you
or
a
something.
and you go and you have a choice to either sell your horse or keep your horse, but there's a horse there
Yeah,
that's free.
I took. Yeah,
you
I
took the free horse.
I took the free horse, but then where did I get this giant horse? I got a giant horse. Like it's
The
big
free
and black.
horse that you get is your downloadable content horse. That's your giant horse.
Oh, is that the war horse?
Yeah. Yes.
It didn't say war horse though.
I don't know.
His
I
name wasn't
renamed
war
mine. I
horse.
was
Maybe you just couldn't see it because the text is so small.
Yeah. No, the text is very small. The icons are small. That's the problem I have. Like I have to squint to see if I'm hurt.
well, I
or
just
not.
zoom into the map to see whose quest is that? Whose quest is that? Because I can't tell the difference between a JL and an LJ and a whatever is on the map. Not that I can, not that I can get to them instantly. You have to ride from wherever you are to the other part of the map.
Oh, I
which is fun
hadn't
for,
noticed
like-
any of that. Are you riding a horse in this game?
Yeah, I mean, and it's fun for like 10 hours. Then after a while, it gets a little bit like, okay, I get it. I'm riding my horse still. Oh, there's a guy on the side of the road who may need my help with his wagon.
It's about the
better-
journey,
I
Wombat.
better go help him with his wagon again. It's a little, it's not to get to the internet controversy that I stirred. I complained about it online, and you would think that I complained about everyone's mother online. Holy crap, people are sensitive about this game. The game has a very bad travel mechanic. It is bad, and it is a problem. This is not me just saying something. There's no reason, and people are like, well, the last game didn't have fast travel, so why should you expect it in this game? Because that game was a generation ago. It's an open world RPGs. Open world RPGs don't have fast travel. Oh, I guess no one told Skyrim, The Witcher, or Dragon Age that. So, everyone's excuse is completely useless. Oh, it would break the immersion of the game. No one's telling you have to. The game literally wouldn't change at all if you added in fast travel on top of the game that's already there. Literally nothing for you would change. You think fast travel is stupid? Then don't do it. But for me, if I do a mission and it's like 9:45 and I just want to sell something in one place, buy something in another place, then go back to my camp and donate something. If I could fast travel to those 3 locations and get that done in 10 minutes, as opposed to it taking 45 minutes because I got to ride my horse everywhere. That's the problem with this game. People are like, well, if you don't have time to play a 50-hour game, this isn't a 50-hour game. This is a 25-hour game that they padded with this unnecessary horse riding.
Like the Marvel Netflix series?
Yeah, it's exactly what I was going to say. It's like watching Luke Cage walk completely around his kitchen to get to the front door. It's wholly unnecessary.
I hear your complaint, and I'm not saying you're wrong, but I understand why they did it the way they did it.
Yeah, because they feel like they have a vision. They have a vision,
but it's also...
They think they're artists in a game that's no better written than the worst show on the CW.
Oh, shit.
Because that's the fact. This isn't it's not a masterpiece of storytelling. It isn't.
Maybe it becomes one.
No, it doesn't. I'm telling you now it doesn't. Because there's never been a game that's ever been better written than the worst show on the CW. It just hasn't happened.
What about Alan Wake?
That's the one example that popped into my head immediately.
Oh, great. We got one example.
We came up with the same exact example.
I'll give you, if the two of you say that's the one, and that's it, that's your whole list is one, I won't argue.
It's not going to be a long list for sure.
Yeah, that's exactly. It's not a long list. So let's not talk about their vision and their art. I don't care.
I think
Alan Wake, the downloadable game.
Yeah. It's about, I think it's more about the player and, finding that balance on, yes, this is our story that we're trying to tell, but we also understand that this is making you ride your horse everywhere is wholly unnecessary. Also, there is a form of fast travel in the game.
A few
which
forms.
People like to bring up to me. You have to buy it in the camp. It costs $500 in-game dollars or so, $350 or something maybe. But you can only travel from your camp to other places, and you can't travel back to your camp.
What about the train or the stagecoach?
Yeah, train stage does not take time too, though.
The train doesn't.
Yeah, because that's also it costs. They also cost in-game money, which is sort of annoying.
It's not that much. I think what it is, Wombat, is that there's not that much to do in terms of the main missions. It seems. Like, I don't feel like I have a big selection of quests to go on. Like the yellow dots.
I find that there's only like 2 or 3 at a time, but they keep coming. I don't mind that they. They
keep coming
with it. That's one of the things about this game that I really like. I mean, I've probably put in 20 hours or so in this game already.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Because they don't have fast travel, it sort of pads out the fact that they only have a couple missions available at a time.
But that's just it, though. It's padding. It's,
Yeah.
There's not much. This is the problem with the game. People are like, this is a game. It's got so much content to it. But it doesn't. It doesn't
if you like
have
playing
that much
poker
content.
and stuff and doing you like these little side activities.
If they wanted to, I've played many a slow game. I like slow games, generally speaking. I don't mind all of those things. I don't mind 60-hour games. I don't mind slow games. I don't mind games that have lots of side missions. These are all things I like. What I don't like is artificial padding. It's like it's exactly what you said. It's like watching those Marvel shows on Netflix. It's exactly what I can't.
Well, I mean, for me, I think the intended effect worked because when I'm traveling far from the camp to a place that I haven't been before, I do feel like I'm going on an adventure.
But
and
that's
I'm like,
different. That's in any one of my open world examples. If you're going someplace you've never been before, you shouldn't be able to fast travel there.
But right, but even saying if I'm making a trip, let's just forget that if I haven't been there before. If I'm making a big trip, it makes it feel like a big trip because I'm like, I got to make sure I have food or.
But if that's how you want to play the game, no one is stopping.
Right. Oh, I feel like I would be.
No one is telling you can't do that if you get joy out of that long trip.
But I would use the fast travel.
But what if it's 10 to 10 and you're like, ooh, I could finish this mission up before I go to bed.
Dude, if they had the fast travel, I would always use it because I suck in that way.
Because you're impatient and you have a life and you want to experience the game but not have it be the only thing you experience, and it would make the game significantly more enjoyable. Is that what you're saying?
No. I'm saying I can see it both ways, I think is what I'm saying.
I can see it both ways also, which is why I think it should be there, because then it would be both ways.
I get it.
Also, put the damn line in the road.
The line on that doesn't bother me that much.
I hate looking in the corner. I crash into trees.
Yeah, go slower.
Yeah.
Slow down a little.
Exactly. Like, it's like I want to gallop on my horse, and I hate give it. Also, you know what? How about instead of pushing the A button repeatedly, can I just hold it down and go maximum speed until my horse gets tired? No.
No.
I have to make that like a stupid mini game in itself, which I don't enjoy.
Here are the problems that I have. I mean, I really like the game. I'm super into it. I want to be playing it all the time.
And like I said, I keep playing it. I like getting my stuff. I like dressing up my cowboy. I like getting new guns. I like shooting people in the face. All the stuff that I like about video games.
The shooting isn't that great, though.
The shooting's not great either.
No, the shooting is not great. But I like shooting
lock
people.
on with auto aim and pop up a little bit and shoot him in the head. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Right. Why not just, I don't know. You guys like it, and you're taking care of a lot of my points for somebody who doesn't like it.
Yeah. I mean, it's all about, I think you're really only going to enjoy this game if you can take yourself inside this world that they've created and it really is convincing to you and you get sucked into it. I think otherwise, like, because the gameplay.
Can you name any of the other characters in your camp?
Besides Dutch,
there's Dutch.
There's John.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's from the first game.
Okay, hold on. There's the chef, but I don't know his name.
Chef Remy.
No.
That's the chef from
Mary, the girl Mary. Isn't that her name?
I feel like you're making that up. That game.
I think there's a girl named Mary.
Sarah.
So when you went to I mean, the game does some really cool stuff, and I actually like some of the things it does a lot. I like when if you punch a guy and the guy hits the back of his head against the wall, the guy gets injured from hitting his head against the back of a wall.
Right.
That's really cool.
Innovation.
Yeah. That's
Do you like when you're walking through a town?
Exactly.
Do you like when you're walking through a town and you accidentally bump into somebody and now all of a sudden the police are after you and you have to pay like a $90 bounty?
Yeah, first time I walked into town, I bumped into someone. He started a fight with me, and I killed him. And everyone's like, "You didn't have to kill that guy." I'm like, "I didn't mean to. I punched him, and his head hit the wall. And now he's dead."
But like bumping into somebody,
the game's a little too sensitive.
Yeah,
it's
not
a little
fun or realistic. Like people don't call the police. I'm pretty sure in the Wild West, if you bumped into somebody hard on the street, they didn't go run after the police.
I bet if there was a dead man already in the middle of the street, which happened to me once, like I walked into town and there was just a dead guy in the middle of the street. I don't know how he died. I'm assuming stagecoach accident. And I went and I'm like, oh, dead guy in the middle of the street. What's he got on him? And I looted him. And all of a sudden, everyone in town came out with their guns ablazing. I'm like,
you looted
whoa.
him?
Well, no, I didn't shoot anybody.
No, because you looted him.
Because I looted him, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm pretty sure in the Wild West, if there was a dead guy in the middle of the street, I could take his snake oil and no one would give a shit.
Right. That's how from movies, I think that's how the Wild West works. There's dead people in the streets and you take their stuff.
But if I criticize the game, I'm criticizing it because I'm breaking the immersion of their realistic Western. I'm like, you realize you're full of shit, people, right? This game has like magic in it and other nonsense. The first game had zombies. Let's not be so precious.
There's magic in this game?
I don't know. Wasn't there magic in the first and the last one? I thought there was like magic in this one.
Oh, in the last one? I don't know.
Yeah. Not that you do magic, but like mystical stuff happens.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. There was that guy. There was the stranger guy who was like the devil.
Oh.
Who knew your future. And this game has the blind guy on the side of the road that tells you the future.
Future.
Yeah. So,
I don't know. I'll tell you what. Like,
there's
the game looks so
mystical
good.
Elements.
The game looks so good. Like sometimes it looks like I'm playing a movie. It looks completely photorealistic, except when they get to the cutscenes. It's now like it's so weird. The graphics are getting so good that the gameplay looks better than the cutscenes because the cutscenes have to suffer from some sort of uncanny valley effect. Or I don't even know what the problem is, but the cutscenes just look worse than the regular gameplay. And Mrs. Cheapy actually commented that the Assassin's Creed cutscenes looked much better.
I've heard a lot of people say that Assassin's Creed looks better, so I don't know. The other thing that people said to me when I complained about the fast travel is that just go to cinematic mode and then you don't have to do anything. People are like, yeah, that's when I go to the bathroom and get a drink. I'm like, you're not selling me on it if you have to put the game in cinematic mode and take a break in order to go play more of the game. That's not playing the game.
I like the cinematic modes.
Cinematic mode is not, it's something that's fun for like 5 minutes.
I like it.
And then I'm
I
like,
to mix it
okay,
up.
I get it.
I'm making a movie.
Yeah, exactly. Every now and again, sure.
Did
But
you
not-
see? Did you see
I
the two
want
glitches?
everything.
Did you see the 2 glitches that happened when I was streaming on Twitch today?
I didn't. I saw the when you got knocked out of the game, but I didn't see another one.
There was, yeah, that was. I came across like a camp with 2 bandits in it.
Yes, I saw that, and you went and nothing happened, and
They
then you
just
shot
stood
them?
there. They just stood there staring at me and did nothing or said nothing. And then I pulled a gun on them. They still did nothing. And then I shot them in the nuts. And they had like a delayed reaction. One guy had a delayed reaction, started shooting at me, and then my gun wouldn't fire. And then I died. And then soon after that, I had to, like, some guy bumped into me and stole my wallet or something, and I had to chase him down. I chased him down to railroad tracks, like a train yard.
Mhm.
Chased him down, lassoed him, hog-tied him, and then when I went to like talk to him, a fucking train spawned right on top of him. And didn't kill him or anything, but I just couldn't get to him anymore because now he's underneath the train. So that's pretty good.
So did you lose all your money?
No, I don't know what he took. I'm not even sure if I got the money back. I'm not sure what happened.
I'll tell you this much: if you're riding your horse and you see a guy who had a snake bite,
Yeah.
give him some free medicine.
Yeah, I did that.
Did you get a free gun?
No. I don't
Oh,
think
go
so.
back into town, because if the guy that you gave the snake medicine to is in town, he'll say, "Thanks so much for saving me. Buy any gun you want in the shop on me." And you go in, and all the
What?
guns are $0. Only one gun. That's how
Right.
I got a cool gun that way.
I got the volcanic pistol.
I got the what's the Smithfield, right? Is that it? Is that a gun? Or is
It's a
that
gun.
a ham?
All right. So I think the takeaway is Shipwreck's out of Red Dead.
Oh, and I'll keep playing it. I thoroughly enjoy the game.
Wombat is in, and he's going to
Yeah.
keep bitching at it, and you're
Oh,
going
yeah.
to keep complaining about it.
Well, these are the things also that happen when if I spend money on something, I bought the right to complain about it all I want.
Interesting.
Isn't that how it works?
Maybe.
It's like voting. You can't if you don't vote, you can't complain about who wins.
It's fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What should we do? You want to talk about the PlayStation Classic real quick? They announced a list of games.
It looks crappy.
What do you think, Ship? They going to sell like a fair number of these, or
So I have
$100?
I have one on pre-order.
Yeah, but not you. I'm talking about the.
But I don't
masses.
I can't even know. Like,
You don't want to play Cool Borders 2?
that's okay. I'm fine
I know,
with
that
Cool
game is a
Borders
good game.
too.
I love that game.
That's fine. I don't want to play Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six.
What about
PlayStation
Intelligent
1
Cube? I
version.
like Intelligent Cube. That's a good game.
Intelligence Cube's good. Like, some of this
Yeah.
stuff is fine. Like, I understand. Like, a Cool Borders game on there, sure, that's fine.
Grand Theft Auto is cool.
Grand
It's
Theft
the
Auto.
first one though, top down.
Yeah, that's fine.
fine.
It's cool to see.
It's a
but-
Rockstar game. It has no fast travel.
But it's that's a fine title on there. I could see somebody
sure.
sitting down and playing that.
I like Siphon Filter.
Um,
When that game came out, I was like, "This is what games are. This is the future of video
Yeah.
games."
You know what you're not going to like in 2018?
playing Siphon
Right.
Filter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Any
Without
of
the
these,
without any type of analog stick, I'm gonna be like, "What is going on here?"
right. So I mean, there's good games on here. You got Metal Gear Solid. You have Mr. Driller, Oddworld. So it's not terrible. I don't think.
I don't know.
It's just these are the games that were on PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
it's not.
It's a honestly, that's a generation that I kind of skipped altogether. I never owned a PlayStation 1.
Right.
So-
The only way you can do better than this is to put more than 20 games on it, really.
Right.
Like there's not a whole lot on here that you're like, that's a real dud. I don't understand. I think Ridge Racer Type 4 is an odd one.
Ridge Racer.
Too
I
bad
mean,
they couldn't get a Parappa game on there.
Was that PlayStation 1?
Yeah, it's definitely two of them.
Or
Right.
Jammer.
Jammer and
I know there's probably licensing.
I think
issues,
it's
I guess.
because of the timing issues. They've never quite figured that out.
I have that on my PlayStation 4 though.
Yeah,
Sure,
but it doesn't
but
work.
It doesn't work well.
No, it's lousy, but I have it.
The timing on it is bad.
I can't even play it.
Yeah. But I mean, I could list a bunch of games I'd rather have on here than some of this stuff, but it's not a super bad list.
It's
It just
fine.
seems like I don't know that this has the same nostalgia factor that the Nintendo stuff has, and it's definitely priced higher.
Well,
And
and it's not.
I don't know.
It's not. I wouldn't say it's the top tier. Like some of this stuff, like Destruction Derby and Battle Arena to Shinden.
Visually, is it hard to watch? That's the other thing. Like I feel like the old Nintendo games visually held up better than those PlayStation 1 games hold up.
I hear what you're
There's
saying. It's
gonna be
more
a little-
it's more art. It's more artistic. It's like it's like drawn sprites and stuff instead of
And this is going to be a little bit more
boxes.
muddy. Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of shapes.
Yep. So I can see that kind of being hard to go back to.
Who's playing that
yeah,
Rainbow Six? Come on. Who's playing?
No one. It's
Who's putting this
walking
thing
in
up
the
and
mud.
playing Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six for the PlayStation 1. A bad version of that game in 1996 or whatever we were playing this thing. Where's Frogger at? Where's my man Frogger?
Where's Bushido Blade?
Yeah. I mean, Tony Hawk is a pretty big miss here.
Final Fantasy Tactics?
Yeah. But that I could see that game still being playable.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, that's the kind of game that I feel would still be playable.
Yeah,
Poi
of course.
Poi.
Okay.
mean,
Devil Dice, that was a great game. There's a bunch to choose from here. It's just
Sure.
I'm surprised they didn't put like one of the One Extreme games or whatever like on there. Like it's not a great game. I'm just surprised it's not on here.
Right.
They should have gone for some synergy and had that Spider-Man game on there.
Are there any Activision games on this list?
I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
I don't see any Activision. I don't see any Midway, right?
Nope.
So
They could have put Midway Arcade Treasures Volume 1 in there. It would be bunch of games within the games in the games. I feel like some Inception shit.
That would be good.
But I mean, you're missing the Mortal Kombat's on here. The list is like so large that they could put out different versions of this thing.
And I still wouldn't want it.
I don't know. I can't decide on this.
Wouldn't you rather just have like a PlayStation toaster?
Okay, I'm listening.
Something like that for like $30?
So what?
Some
It like
stupid
makes
shit.
toast that has
Yeah.
the PS sign in it?
I don't know, whatever. Like, it's just I'm talking about like a piece of plastic that looks like the PlayStation and it has some other function besides playing old PlayStation games.
Oh, like you open up the lid and it's like a waffle maker?
Sure. I
A
mean, or it's
griddle?
the shower head or teapot. I don't know. Just seems like those things, people would be more interested in them and the margins are better.
Do you know what the one game on this list I don't actually own is? I'm looking at my PlayStation games right now.
Yeah.
Tom
Let's see.
Clancy's Rainbow Six. I own 19 out of the 20 games on this thing. So I
Okay.
guess I got to get this so I can play that.
Yeah.
think
Fine.
you're- I think
Your
you're
life will be
good.
complete.
Yep.
Anybody want to talk about today's Nintendo Direct featuring Smash Brothers?
Before we do that, I just want to give a quick shout out
Uh-oh.
To
To pun-
anything else?
to Punisher 138, who sent me a copy of Slender the Arrival, I believe it's called. Slender, the Slender Man game on the
Okay.
Xbox One. I think it
Wow.
was on sale last week. Not that I care. I appreciate the gift, and I enjoyed it.
Hmm.
I walked through the woods and found the Slender Man. Died instantly.
Yay.
Good job.
Yep.
So no comments about Smash? I don't think we care about it. I didn't watch it and I don't really care. If you like Smash,
they
I'm
added
glad.
a Pokemon
Great.
and
Incineroar
and
and
the piranha thing.
Ken from Street Fighter.
Giant plant.
Oh, great. 74 fighters. It's a lot of fighters.
It's a lot of fighters.
No,
I've got the game on pre-order. I've had a $10 reward certificate with it at Best Buy. So
Awesome, enjoy.
why not?
Yeah, I said awesome, enjoy.
There's one CAG bag question. Can
You
you
get
handle
Tom
it?
Clancy in this game.
Yes. You ready for the one CAG bag question?
Yes, hit it up.
It's from Lex Zap, and he says, any thoughts or purchases of the new Apple iPhones, iPads, MacBook Air products that just came out? Shipwreck, perhaps?
I just bought a MacBook Pro, the new MacBook Pro from.
Right, so you're good.
I'm good. I didn't even look at this stuff because I'm like, I'm not going to look at this stuff.
Me neither.
I just bought a computer.
I just don't care. I don't have any much use for an iPad or a laptop or a mini.
So I got a new iPad this year and a new MacBook Pro this year. So I think I'm good for a while.
I can open up my front door with my watch. I don't need anything else.
Right. My arcade 1-up, is that what that thing's called?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That came today.
Nice.
Did you get a chance to finish it?
I have not started putting it together yet.
I saw you took all the pieces out of the box. You just
I
made
did.
sure everything wasn't cracked or something.
Yeah, I was making sure that nothing was messed up. And then after this is over, I'll probably put it together real quickly. It's tiny.
Oh.
It's
Saying
a compact
you don't like
little
small
thing.
things? Is that what you're saying?
No, I think
Saying that if it's short, it's got to be bad? Is that what you're saying?
It's useless.
You're right.
Useless. Short people got no reason?
right.
No reason
I
to
think
live?
I think this is perfectly sized for you, Wombat.
I know. I kind of like it a lot.
All those
Yeah.
years of not
We'll
being able to
see.
see the screen at the arcade.
I know. Mm,
Now you'll tower over the arcade, Wombat, because it
maybe
just
I'll get that for the basement for like a Hanukkah gift for the children's.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nobody buy that for Wombat, listeners. That was not a request from him to get you to buy it.
No, I said I would buy that for my children.
I know, but I wanted to
I
make sure.
thought I was clear.
You might
Here,
trick
kids,
somebody.
here's Joust. You're welcome.
Everyone knows how I feel about Joust. I have my Joust
them tapping.
backpack, and I have my Joust snow globe.
You need the game.
I might as well have Joust in the house.
Do you have
House
joust
joust.
finger from
Yep.
hitting the button so many times? Joust wrist?
Hmm. You can travel fast in Joust.
No, not really. Well, you can once you get going.
Yeah, sure. It's like riding a horse.
Do we have anything else to add about that Bethesda letter from
You
Fallout?
canceled your pre-order.
I did cancel my pre-order. That's right. I knew I had something. I knew I put this on here for a reason.
You canceled your pre-order, and the internet gasped. Went,
They didn't gas. They didn't
no,
gas.
no one cares because everyone
Actually-
cancels a pre-order.
Actually, it did spawn a discussion about because I somebody said something and I said, "Oh, I wonder what a professional PR person thinks about the letter," and one responded and gave her opinion, which was fine, and then someone else joined in and gave their opinion, and like I was like writing up my tweet to like say how I thought they were wrong, and before I did that, before I hit send, I just clicked on their profile to make sure, like, see who this is. And it was like the director of PR at Bethesda. So I was like,
What did they say?
They said something about that it was like really like an announcement of the beta. Like the letter should be seen in the context of like the beta was about to launch and it was really talking about the beta. And I was ready to write. So yeah, right, exactly. So
I don't know about that.
So I was ready to respond, and my response was going to be, actually the beta is only mentioned one time in like the middle of the letter, and it doesn't really seem to mention the beta really at all, except other than that one moment. And then I saw that he was the PR. I think it was the PR director, Bethesda. It wasn't Pete Hines. But it seemed to be somebody of at a high level. So I was like, you know what? I don't need to like, get into an argument with this guy. But
I just got bad news for two of you.
Uh-oh.
That the PlayStation Store is going to start collecting tax in New York starting tomorrow.
Yeah, I got
check it.
that email.
I got that email because somebody doesn't know their email address. So Baby Giotto 13579, if you're out there, you got this email.
That's really sad. You know what, though? Someone who has the same name as me registered for like some webinar for finance, and I keep getting emails about this as if I'm a CFO for something, and I'm like, I'm
insider trading opportunity.
Yeah, exactly. Like, nope, sorry, I think you got the wrong guy, but thank you.
Some of this is like a Google thing, though, right? Like if you put a period in between the first and last name, it just goes to if you didn't have a period there as well.
Does it?
I get emails all the time for an email address that's the same as mine, but with a period in between.
I don't think so, because then I would probably get a lot more of that person's emails.
You can do there's some tricks like that you can do.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure I know exactly who the person is. I know the person that has my name
Call
that
them
works
up.
in finance.
Call them.
Yeah. He was my neighbor growing up. I used to get his mail.
Huh.
True
Nice.
story. Mm-hmm.
True story.
True story.
All right. Well, I think that wraps it up. I'm pretty sure. I think so, right? Let's remind everybody to get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/CAGcast. Let's remind everybody for free, you can follow us on Twitter at Video Game Deals, at GBD, at New Wombat, at Shipwreck. Black Friday's coming. You definitely want to follow at Video Game Deals. I think we're about to hit 220,000 followers, or maybe we did while we recorded the show. No one will ever know. All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
Bread's done.
Shira and I want to talk to you about something that's very personal. Your body.
Remember, it's your body and no one should touch you in a way that you feel is wrong.
I'll get anybody who tries it.
It's not that easy, Orko. It's hard for a young person to admit that he or she has been touched in a bad way.
If you've been touched that way, don't be ashamed. Tell someone you trust, like your parents, your doctor, your teacher, or counselor, or your minister or rabbi.
Right, Orko?
Right